銀河鉄道39
Okay, let's continue with Chapter 2 of Volume 17 of Galaxy Express 39. This will still be Part 2 of 3, so we will be pausing again. The chapter here, Kagero Kiryu, the heat haze, heat shimmer, airflow or air current. And previous chapter also got introduced to the Kagero, what was it? Usuba Kagero, which is the ant lion. So it's kind of a play on words going on here. Kagero meaning heat haze or heat shimmer, but also Kagero means this damselfly or a mayfly. And then again, the Usuba Kagero meaning a ant lion. So we've been seeing these strange creatures that are like ant lions. And the previous chapter ended, of course, with Tetsuro being lost and seeing Meiteru abducted. So that's kind of how things paused. And that all this stuff is the heat haze, heat shimmer. So let's continue and see what's going to happen. Shun, shun, shun. Some sort of mechanical arm coming out. These tall panels here. Shun, shun, shun. It's like a gotcha game. It grabs Tetsuro, leaves his hat. Shun, shun, shun. All right. Oh, okay. And we go right into a double page. Shun. Notice, is this supposed to look like the pincher head, maybe of an antlion or something? I don't know. Okay, but that's up there, I guess. And there's some sort of antlion creature down here saying something. So let's zoom in and see what they are saying. Tetsuro wa kaishusha ni shuyo sareta. Te wa dasenai. Akiramemashou. As for Tetsuro, so they appear to be either calling out or maybe communicating on some sort of device. As for Tetsuro, in the recovery vehicle, I guess recovery has been done. As for, this is like getting involved. Akirame. Let's actually. Akirame. Doesn't that mean to lose interest? Yeah. To resign oneself, to give up, to abandon hope or plans. Let's abandon hope. And then tewadasanai, like as for not getting involved. Boy. Teodasu. Yeah. So teodasu means to get involved or make a move. So basically this is like, as for not being able to get involved, like let's give up on that. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, so shuyo here was also custody or accommodation reception has been done in the recovery vehicle. Now, if I recall correctly, this voice that was saying was something about like we'll finish him off. Yeah, like in the corpse recovery vehicle, like we'll send that out and quickly do finishing off. So it wasn't looking good. Like this doesn't bode well for Tetsuro. From what it sounds like. And again, kaishusha, that just means recovery. Yeah, collection recovery. It doesn't mean like helping. But tewa dasenai akiremashou. Let's give up on not being able to get involved. Okay. In any case, we'll see what that maybe means here as we move on. So we see the vehicle leaving, shoo, and we get the hat sort of blowing in the heat haze. Okay. Shoo. There goes the thing. Boop, 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 boop. Voices seem to be talking. Tetsuro seems to be slowly gaining conscious. He hears these voices. 英畜の死体置き場はもう満杯で収容できないそうだ. Okay. The A areas, as for the corpse placement place, it's already full. And so accommodation doesn't seem to be possible. The corpse placement place. Shitai Okiba. Okiba, yeah, is just a place for something, a storehouse. Oh, I put those in bleach, didn't I? Oh, well. I'll worry about that later. That would explain why I wasn't noticing any of the previous words that I had looked up. Yeah, so as for the corpse placement place for area A, already, again, manhai. Like a morgue, maybe. A morgue sounds generous. Like a morgue sounds like, this is more about like corpse disposal. So, I don't know. That sounds to me more brutal, like more like a corpse dumping ground. Manpai. Yeah, no, that's a good question. Like, I don't know if there's like a formal term for a morgue. Nothing's coming up on the English side. But yeah, it could be. But accommodation doesn't seem to be possible. では、D 地区へ行こう。あそこは先週まで空きがあった. Well then, toward D district or the D area, let's go. Let's go towards there. As for that place, I guess like up until last week, space existed. There was space at least last week. あそこは少し遠いな. As for that place, it's a little bit far, isn't it? 遠くても仕方がない、急ごう. Even if it's far, we don't have a choice. There's nothing we can do. Let's hurry. 急ごう. Okay, so Tetsuro's awake. He's hearing these voices. And he's thinking, メートルはどこへ連れて行かれたんだろう? As for Meitoru, to what place, taken and went, I wonder. So I wonder where Meitoru was taken. Meitoru をさらったのは、どうやらこいつらとは違うらしいな. As for the ones that abducted Meitoru, so sarata is to snatch or to take away, to abduct. So as for the ones that abducted Meitoru, somehow, as for with these guys, different seems, isn't it? So these guys seem to be different from the ones that stole away Meitoru. The voices continue. この少年は確かに死んでるのだろうな. As for this boy, as for this youth, certainly is dead, right? 生命反応はない、死体だよ. As for a life response, it doesn't exist. It's a corpse. So there's no life signal. He's dead. He's a corpse. こいつらのセンサーはいい加減なんだな. ちゃんと生きてるのに. Okay. As for these guys' sensors, ikagen, that usually means like plus or minus, or irresponsible, half-baked. That's what we want. I think. Like they're half-baked. aren't they? Like they're not working well. Properly living, even though. So like, even though I'm clearly living, I'm properly living. Chanto. 何者なんだろう人間かな Who or what are they, I wonder? Are they human? 毎日毎日 This is the voices continuing. 毎日毎日死体運びで嫌になったな Every day, corpses carrying, it's become no good. It's become detestable, hasn't it? So, 暴虐な。そう。暴虐な、これも仕事だ。That's right. Even this is work. 暴虐な。Oh, that's right. Don't complain? This also is work. Don't grumble, don't complain. This also is work. Okay. Well, there goes the ship, presumably to Area D. Maybe it's supposed to be like the ocean. It's going far away. Oh boy. So indeed, the ones we've seen up until now have looked more like, right, they've got like thin, transparent wings. They look more like dragonflies. These definitely look more like ants or the ground form of a antlion. So they're standing around Tetsuro and they're talking. 期待な体型の生物だ。骨格が内部にある。Okay. 期待。期待。Strange or odd, okay. Strange or odd, like body shape or body form of a living creature. So, like it's a living creature with a strange, odd body shape. The bone, like the bone structure, I guess. Oh, existing inside. How odd. The bones are on the inside. Okay, it is kokkaku. Yeah. Kokkaku, the skeletal structure, the skeleton existing on the interior portions. 古代の人類の原型に当たるんだ。化石で見たことがある。Okay, so like old generations of humanity, of Genkei. Hold on. Prototype. No. Original form. Ni ataru. Ni ataru, is that like to resemble? Ni ataru. I don't think it's supposed to be this ataru. Although it could be equivalent to... Yeah, it's like... This is either like resembling or similar to, or it's like it strikes of the original form of humanity from a long time ago. And again, in fossils, kaseki, in fossils, viewing event exists. So I've seen it before in fossils. Okay. 気味が悪い。早く放り出したいよ. It's creepy. The mood is bad, so it's creepy. It's gross. Quickly want to go bury it. I quickly want to bury it. Yeah. Horidasu. All right. So there we go. We get another whole panel dedicated to the ship approaching this thing. Presumably this is area D. Maybe. Okay. And let's get a good shot of that before we zoom in. A bunch of craters. Okay. クレーターの真上に出た排気場だ. Okay. It's the, I guess maybe like we've come out on the directly above the crater. The crater's directly above detta, maybe to arrive at. No. Detta means to go out. Maybe like we've appeared at the directly above the crater, which is what that looks like, right? So I think that works. It's the Haikijo, dilapidated something ground. Haiki. Disposal spot. Yeah, disposal spot. So abandonment spot, scrapping, discarding spot, place. So that's it. Chushi ni shingo ga aru. In the center, a signal exists. There's a signal in the center. Chushi ni shingo ga aru. Okay. Toka suru zo. Do like tossing below. Heave ho. Yeah, throwing down, dropping, airdrop, or investment, apparently. Let's go with throwing down. So do throwing down. No, not a landing. That's a dumping zone. They're gonna throw Tetsuro's corpse in here. So do throwing down. Boo, 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 boo. See? Not a landing zone. Oh, wah, 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 wah. Yatta na. Kuso. Ah. こりゃ、本当に死ぬよ。助けてくれ. So, yatta na. Like, did it? Didn't they? Like, they did it, didn't they? Damn it. As for this, truly will die. So I'm really going to die here. Do the favor of helping. Save me. Help. Okay. Oh boy. 畜生、ここで死ぬのは嫌だ. Son of a bitch. In this place, dying. As for that, it's no good. It's detestable. So basically, damn it, I can't die here. I'm not going to die here. なんとか最後まで. So somehow, up until the final moment, or like up until the very end, somehow. Remember, this is the heat haze, heat shimmer, so there's all these heat vectors going up. So, okay. He has very strong feet. Very strong feet. やるだけのことをやってみるぞ。諦めてたまるか. So, just doing it, the event of just doing it, we'll try to do it. Which is basically, I'll just try to do anything that I can do. And then, akiramete tamaru ka. Again, akiramete is to give up or abandoning. Tamaru ka asks the question, like, how could I stand doing that? So he's saying, like, how could I stand giving up? That's the air catching in his cloak. 幸い、この光の粒子の上昇気流は空気より Hoya, umaku ikuzo. Okay, so it's fortunate, it's happiness. These light particles climbing air current, as for the air current of the climbing light particles, more than air, more than the atmosphere, are thick. So these particles are thicker than air. Really? Thicker than air? Stronger? Koi. Koi normally gets used as thick. Or like if it's a color, it's like deep, strong, right? I would normally associate koi with thick, but it's strong. Anyway, it's stronger than it. They're more effective. Anyway, skillfully going. Like this is going well. I'm doing this well. Shikashi, itsumademo teashi o tsupatteru no wa tsukareru. But always the limbs, whatever, as for that, it's exhausting, it's tiring. So tsupa, supporting. Tsupatteru. So as for the arms and the legs, or as for the limbs, supporting, becoming taut, whatever, it's tiring, it's exhausting. Always doing that. And then he gives up. Wah! Oh, man. This is like guashan. Gotta. Guara. So that's presumably Tetsuro crashing, making terrible sound. He's not looking too good there. But the rest of the page is where he's landed. So it is a disposal ground. Mostly for robots. There he is back there. Ugh. Let's zoom in. This is pretty good. So there we go. Tetsuro lying on the heap there in a big crater. Okay. Yeah, right. 二度も墜落して死なないのは、よっぽど光の粒子の抵抗が大きいんだな. Okay, so even a second time doing like a landing, and as for not dying, very much the light particles resistance are big. Okay, I think that's what that means. Teiko should be resistance. Yeah. It can also mean like opposition resistance. It also can mean like friction resistance. Anyway, even a second time, and Suiraku is going to be like to do a crash landing or something. Yeah, crashing. So he's saying like, as for not dying, or as for doing a landing, a crash landing a second time and not dying, as for that, very much the light particles resistance is big, isn't it? よっぽど光の粒子の抵抗が大きいんだな. I think what he's talking about is the first fall that he did at the hotel. I was thinking maybe it's like, wow, if I fell again and didn't die, that'd be some sort of miracle. But I don't think that's what he's talking about. He's saying the second time falling, he fell again in the previous time at the hotel and hit the ground. And so he's making a comment now like, oh, I've fallen twice and I haven't died. So maybe that's because the light particle's resistance or friction is really big. Yeah, that makes more sense. Okay, we'll go with that. これは何かの残骸の上だな. As for this thing, it's like some sort of a ruins on the top of some sort of ruins, I guess. I wonder. Zangai is just that, like ruins, wreckage. So he's saying like it's on top of the ruins of something or on top of the wreckage of something, I guess. I wonder. Nah. He's looking more at these things. He's seeing faces and stuff. 機械人間のバラバラの廃品の山か? Machine humans fallen apart, dilapidated goods mountain. So 廃品, like a pile of junk? Yeah. Waste garbage. So he's asking, is it a mountain of garbage of like bits and pieces or falling parts, bits and pieces of mechanized humans or machine humans? Bada bada, again, just means like falling apart. So he's looking around. Is that Nandoka? Nandoka, こんなゴミ捨て場に落ちたような僕は。落ちたような. Oh, ような. Okay, so he's saying, how many times in this sort of a garbage thrown away in place fallen, I wonder, as for me? Basically, how many times have I fallen into a garbage heap like this? Good question, Tetsudo. Gomi steba. Gomi, trash, sute mean to throw away, and ba meaning place. So a dump site, yeah. Okay. よっぽどゴミに好かれるタイプらしいや. Yeah, it seems to happen a lot. And also him blacking out. Anyway, very much in garbage, something type it seems to be. Like, very much seem to be the type that's attracted to garbage. Or drawn to garbage. Yeah, being made fond. Very much by garbage, being loved type it seems. Yeah, he's saying like, I seem to be the type that's loved by garbage. Very much. Oh boy. Okay, suddenly here's a voice. 我々はゴミではない. As for us, as for being garbage, not existing. So we are not garbage. Huh? 私たちはゴミなんかではない. As for us, trash or whatever are not. We aren't trash or whatever. 僕たちはゴミじゃないぞ. As for us, we're not garbage. A bit more emphatic. ゴミじゃないぞ. Not garbage. It's not garbage. バラバラになって自分の部品がわからないだけだ. Okay. Buhin is just parts, right? Yeah, exactly. It's not garbage. Yeah, parts are accessories. So the parts of oneself becoming into pieces, it's just not understanding. Yeah. So one of the voices is saying like parts, accessories, components of oneself falling apart or becoming in pieces, not understanding. It's just that we just don't understand how we fell apart, maybe, or something along those lines. 死んでるんじゃないのか? I guess like dying, it isn't. Like you're not dead. Soul, that's right. 生きてるよ. We're living, you know. So that's right. We're alive. ただ待ってるんだ. Just waiting. That's what it is. So yeah, we're not dead. We're just waiting. 指導者が来るのをじっと待ってるんだ. The 指導者. The leader? The mentor, the guide, the coach. So the coming of the leader, the mentor, the guide, the coach coming, patiently still waiting. Jitto usually means like motionlessly fixed, usually with staring, but it can mean in this case, yeah, it means all those things. Emotionally fixed, stare patiently. So this could be like, we're patiently waiting the coming of the leader, the guide, the mentor, the coach, etc. 指導者? So Tetsuro asks, 指導者, what do you mean by that? その人はどこにいるんだい? As for that person, where existing? So where are they? お前がそうだ. You're the one that's that way. お前が我々の指導者だ. You're the one who is our guide, leader, coach, mentor. I got to zoom out for this. So we get this. This is where we're going to pause too. This is where we're going to pause. We get this wonderful panel, light streaming in on Tetsuro. Boku ga? Me? Yeah, exactly. He's the promised one. Light streaming in, all this stuff. And then we get Matte tazo. Waited, you know. Shidosha yo. Leader. Sa wareware no tame ni hatarai kure. Do the favor of working for us. Basically, do the favor of like helping us out. But for our purpose, do the favor of working. Hataraiku. Hataraku. No, hataraku. Yeah, work, labor, etc. So again, we've been waiting, leader. Well then, for our purposes, do the favor of working. Work for us. Function for us. So that is the halfway point from where we had paused previously. The next section is also very dialogue heavy. So the next section is likely going to take 50 minutes or so. So we're going to finish this chapter and the rest of the story tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Looks like we're going to switch over to Meitoru. We'll see what that's about next time.